And yes, also for some odd reason the menus are slightly off, and I don't really know why, but we're gonna go with it. Gary, when you are ready, I assume that you're ready. I hope that you're ready. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so here's the same cutscenes, and if you could speed read, this version is actually in English, and that's what you're supposed to be seeing. For those of you who don't know the backstory of Dragon Ball, lots of stuff happens, and then eventually a bunch of Earthlings and a guy that turns out to be an alien fly to another planet to get what are called Dragon Balls, which can be used to wish people back alive, which is a fun situation to be in. Well, it's not a fun situation to be in where you have to be wishing people back alive. And in the process of doing so, this evil alien warlord named Frieza, he's the dude on the right, the yellow and purple guy, manages to kill off a bunch of your buddies, and this causes the main character, a fella named Goku, to become colossally mad and actually unlock a genetic power-up where he turns blonde and becomes super-powered and vastly increases his power. The entirety of the game amounts to the series amounts to who's the strongest and bestest martial artist in the world, and then now let's go out into the universe and see who's the bestest there, and then eventually we start going to other dimensions and dealing with stuff there as well, because of course you do. So he beats up Frieza, and then apparently the planet that he's on explodes, and everyone's really worried, so they go back home and they use new Dragon Balls to try and wish everybody back to life, but they find out that Goku is somehow still alive, and for some odd reason he doesn't want to return home. So everybody else is back home, and we have to collect the Dragon Balls, again, the magical, mystical things that resurrect people, this is prior to knowing that, the main character is actually still alive. So we're doing that right now. And we're talking about people who can, some of them, can fly in space with no relative harm. They can fly all over the planet. They can unleash blasts that destroy the moon and, well, at this point in time, frankly, planets. So logically, the first thing that we have to do is go find a guy that's going to give us a bomb, which we then use to blow up a small mountain range that we could very easily fly over. Kind of annoying, but that's just what the game wants us to do today. So we have to use these cards at the bottom of the screen. The top left corner in that, well, it's a Dragon Ball. In that, you'll notice numbers 1 through Z. The Z actually counts as an 8. And what that means is that is how far you are able to travel on the menu. Or on the overworld each time. Yes, Bakuman, this is on the, well, on the Famicom. Yes, it was released in 1992, so it's a bit old at this point. Only 25 years old. Happy quarter of a century. Clap, 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 clap. For this game. It's rather old. Came out a while ago. And this is easily the most tolerable of Dragon Ball RPGs. And yeah, as Death just said, I'm running it emulated because... specifically because the versions, the 2 versions that I have on the actual Famicom just don't want to show most of the graphics, so what's the frickin' point? But anyways, movement on the overworld is dictated by the stars that are in that Dragon Ball, and that's also how hard you'll be hitting in battles. And there's dialogue regarding things. We tend to just skip past and ignore it, because you can. And I'm just going to keep it getting into fights out here. I really, throughout the course of the game, you don't have to fight anything if you don't want it. In fact, there's a task out there where the whoever programmed it skips all of the fights and pretty much just goes from boss to boss and annihilates everything. The task is about 20 minutes. The speed run itself is about an hour and a half, because there's no real way to actually manufacture that kind of luck. I need to use a 4 just to be able to get to this spot. I get to this spot, and then I use this dynamite to open up a hole in a wall, which, again, any one of these characters could blow up the moon if they wanted to, but you need dynamite. I'm not going to understand it. I'm not going to try to understand it. We're just going to move on. So movement is based off of the stars that are in the Dragon Balls. The middle insignia represents a fighting style, which doesn't matter for the overworld, but if you're in a fight... that is, if you select somebody who has that as their particular chosen brand of fighting style. Some people have a couple of versions, like Goku, or Piccolo, or Tenshinhan, or Krillin. Pretty much everybody but Gohan, and Veggie, and Trunks. Anyways, if you have that selected for them, that is what allows them to use key abilities, and you'll notice in addition to hit points, they also have key points, which, of course, it's your spells. It's your spells in the game. That's pretty much all we're going with. And here's Gohan demonstrating one for us, but it was tremendously weak. This is why I try to run from everything. Krillin's doing something. Oh, he did a Kamehameha. Good for you, Krillin. That was amazing. Meanwhile, Piccolo is dead. I don't remember that part in the series. The funny thing is that's, again, not a huge problem because each one of the segues nicely into the item in the symbol, I should say, in the bottom right of these cards. That is a card, the one I just selected. They'll do things that affect whatever cards it is that I have selected on the screen. I'm hoping for like a better draw, but apparently the game has decided monsters are all it is that I'm going to be facing. Exclamation points, wild card. A fist is for combat only. Dumbbell is for training. And the heart is healing items. And I would like to have a healing item eventually show up so that I can resurrect Piccolo, because you don't need any real fancy items to get that done. There's a number of healing items that will allow you to get a hold of it. Get a hold of a resurrection. And again, combat is not a resurrection. Thank you, game. But I keep trying to run. That's just not going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and start just chucking things at enemies right now. I'm going to... Nah, I don't want to have... I don't want to power up Krillin with the Z card. That's not a good decision. So Gohan's going to throw that at somebody, and Yamcha is going to use Kamehameha, because why not? And I'm going to hope that one of these... see, there was a fine example of a card that'll just do something nice for me, in which case it's Yajirobe's just going to nuke one of those guys from orbit. The other cards are largely useless for the situation. That's fine. That guy is dead. Thank you, Yajirobe. Unfortunately, you can't draw those cards during boss fights. Kind of annoying. Whatever. Any of the people that isn't one of the three main people you're fighting with can randomly step off the bench. Step up off of the bench. Whatever. Step down. They're gonna step somewhere and then do a thing. Most people, it's just a singular, look at me, I threw an energy blast, woohoo. Krillin and Tenshinhan will do an AoE. Chaozu is inarguably the best. He will roll up and just mentally freeze everyone on the screen. They will be able to do absolutely nothing, and it is fantastic, and we love every second of it, because that means they get to do absolutely nothing that turn. And the card that just drew for me right there, the Grandpa Gohan, will do the same. So if you're able to stun enemies, they can't dodge stuff, and that's fun. The thing there says under the enemy's portrait, stuck. He can't dodge this. I'm fine with this. I'd rather not be in this fight at all, because fights are a colossal waste of time. I'd like to be able to continue move back to town, and then get a Healy card on the way so I can resurrect Piccolo. That would be great, but whatever. I guess we're just going to finish this fight and get experience, which is just slow. So where was I? Anyway, so we visited that guy in his house, and he says next to him's a dragon that is tremendously constipated. Thanks for that information, sir. And apparently it swallowed a Dragon Ball. Now, we're going to go ahead and be good Samaritans and not just outright kill the dragon, despite the fact that if you've watched the show and read the manga, Gohan actually killed a few and made steaks out of their tails, and it was very horrendous and not safe for work or life or anything, really. But in this case, we're not going to murder that poor dragon. We're going to go take the herbs that he gave us and turn it into a laxative and feed it to the dragon, and the dragon's going to poop out a Dragon Ball for us. That's the good news. The bad news is we're going to send Krillin to do it because he has no nose. They actually specifically say, you go do it, it's because you can't smell. We're very kind to our own teammates, especially the one that is still dead, and I assume someone's just carrying him around in a backpack. I still don't have anything good to work with here, so let's charge you up again, I guess. Everybody has like a basic energy wave. Some people, like Yamcha, actually have a higher powered one that they can do essentially for free without having to charge up. See, like, Gohan can do a basic one, doesn't cost any energy. Krillin's doing absolutely nothing now, that actually sucks. But this will work as a resurrection card for Piccolo, so now we're back in business. The rest I'm actually going to spend on experience on Yamcha, because, surprisingly, it's really, really good to have Yamcha as powered up in this game. Well, up to a point. We're not at that point yet, but we'll eventually get there. So what are we talking about? So the plot of this game is called, you know, what, the amazing androids assault the, you know, well, the actual title is Ressen Jinzou Ningen. Jinzou Ningen. I don't know, words are hard. Anyways, the Kamehameha is coming. Oh, by the way, enemies can reflect stuff back at you, right, like that. So Gohan just kicked his own ass. But Yamcha did, no, damn it. We do need to actually power him up. Alright, so Piccolo's back alive, and I should probably go ahead and move him to the front line, because I don't really want him up front. I want Krillin in the back, so if he is the chosen one person who's going to be doing anything, so AoE, and Chaozu for stuns. Everybody else is up front, because those are the people that I want up front. So we fly back to town, as you do. We're going to give these herbs to a dude who's going to turn it into a laxative for us. This chemist... I think that's a woman? I don't know. The Z Warriors took the laxative. Things that you never thought you would ever see in a Dragon Ball game. Thank you, Alex. And while we're over here, we actually... Auctionly? Just go with it. We do need to go out of our way to get our hands on another bit of dynamite, because again, we're powerful, we can fly over mountains, we can blow up planets, we can do all sorts of crazy, insane things, but we need dynamite to go ahead and distract a guard who is blocking our way. Why not fly over the mountains? No, that's too easy. Why not just explode the mountains to distract him? Again, too easy. So we're stimulating the local economy, although we're not paying him, so we're... I don't know, I think maybe we're just stealing from the guy. It's weird, and I don't pretend to understand it, I just know it's happening. So, I don't know, go with it. I like these freebie attacks, though. Those are fun. Alright, so nothing. We gotta heal. Please use it on Gohan. Actually, if anything, I should probably let Gohan die. One of the mechanics that has lasted for pretty much most, if not all, of the Dragon Ball RPGs out there is if you are a Saiyan, they get more powerful as if they're allowed to heal while weak or near death. They power up essentially. They get a major power boost. They become stronger, faster, hit harder, all that jazz. Something that, like, humans can't do, and apparently Namekians, which is what Piccolo is, the green dude, they can do that a little bit, but not nearly to the degree of those crazy, insane aliens that, well, that's how they roll. So, honestly, not healing Gohan probably would have been a better idea, because if he did happen to die, the simple act of resurrecting him would have given him a level up for free. Whatever, we're gonna go ahead and power up Gohan. There's a bunch of training things that you can do in this game that you really, by and large, you can't control, and it's kind of annoying like that. That one right there that I just did was the King Kai thing, training regimen. He's really big on jokes, so if he'll give you the opening for the joke, and you have to randomly hit the button and hope you get there, the punchline. Spell I cup. ICUP. Thank you. So, yeah, Yamcha is just going to get some free experience. And more often than not, nothing's going to happen. It's just a time waster, so you just mash on the A button and hope things happen. Otherwise, well, apparently I'm just going to be in a fight. Yeah, so I'm just going to continue to just try and run from fights. No one really needs any healing, so I can go ahead and just auto-fight through these. So, yes. We're not, by and large, most of this game, we're not dealing with the androids. They show up at the end of the game. The majority of the rest of the game is taken from the two movies, what is it, Attack of Cooler and Cooler's Revenge. So most of this game is dealing with Frieza's annoying brother, because why not? I'm not getting good cards for movement. Alright, so here's the one card that is actually good for training. It is Mr. Popo. He moves to one of the cardinal directions, and you have a very small window of time to press that cardinal direction on the directional pad. And you'll hear that little ding if and when I actually get it. And the higher a percentage that I manage to catch him, the more experience that I get for it. It's the biggest experience boost that you can get in the game. And if anything, I'm going to be wanting to power up Yamcha specifically because when I don't have Piccolo, Gohan, Goku, Veggie, Trunks, you know, the heavy hitters, when none of them are in the party, that means you have to use a bunch of humans who are really, really weak, and they're fighting guys that are pretty much on the same level as Well, the Saiyans that you would be dealing with. So, the general strat for them is hopefully Yamcha is powerful enough to use his charged up key attack, his Suikoden, which is a guaranteed hit. They can't block it, they can't bounce it back. It will land. So it's guaranteed damage. You want that. It's just it takes 2 rounds for that to go off, which is annoying. Everybody else is just gonna keep getting thrown at enemies, and I'm just gonna keep burning health cards or Senzu beans to resurrect them until everything is dead, or we're all dead and I have to continue. That is hopefully not going to be what happens, so let's just keep going for it. Yamcha is throwing another Kamehameha, as you do. When you, I mean, if I could roll around throwing fireballs, man, I would totally do that. But I can't. I've tried though. I think most of us have tried. Like the whole, can I Hadouken? Can I be the first person ever to? Nope, no one can. I knocked over a table once. Then again, I was also really sleepy, and I think I kicked it too. So I healed Gohan again. That was a mistake. I'm probably going to get a training card. It's going to waste time. No, it's going to be a fight, which is going to waste even more time. These fights are amazing. The foot on the bottom right, that icon is movement-based. Either fights won't happen, or I get experience while moving. And I'm not seeing either of those, and that's kind of annoying. So I'll burn this training card ahead, and instead it's a fight. The game is trolling me something hardcore. At least I'm getting these first turn runs, but I'm very annoyed by the fact that the game continues to do this to me. There we go. Big movement on a foot, but of course it's a fight. I mean, you literally need no experience. Outside of Chapter 3, you need no experience to be able to clear through the entirety of this game. In fact, I'm going to attempt a strat that I have actually not attempted in terms of PBs before. I'm going to straight up skip getting the Dragon Balls the second time through and just rely on the mercilessly throw everybody at the boss until it's dead strategy. Because usually by then I have enough Senzu beans. He's almost dead. I'll just finish him. Usually by then I have enough resurrection items and full heals that it's not a tremendous problem. I can just kind of go with it. Well, a little bit of overkill there, Piccolo. Good job, brother. I mean, that experience was so low. It is just not worth the time. And I can't skip out of training cards, so here comes the Mr. Popo show. I hope you all like it. Pecking order. Now, try to catch Mr. Popo as he teleports around the room. You know, my Mr. Popo impression's fallen off. I apologize for that. Ideally, I would see no fights, I would see no training, but it just doesn't seem to want to happen. So I'm going to give 100% of that experience to Yamcha, who's powered up a little bit more than he was before. Go right to the dragon, and as I said, alright, Piccolo forced him to drink the medicine, and then he pooped it out. Alright, Krillin, pick it up! You don't have a nose. So Krillin picks up the Dragon Ball, and then gave it a good washing, of course. And then the dragon just leaves. Again, nuke the dragon. What's wrong with you? But apparently we're good people. Alright, so as long as I'm not getting into fights, I'm getting experience, and I'm fine with this. If there's a fight, so that card was immediately worthless. Everything is done. I need to fly straight north from here. We going down north. A healing card, I get into a fight. I like things. Things are great. Really, though? Alright. Yamcha desperately needs to heal, but I also need to not, like, get destroyed right now, I guess. So, we're gonna do... No, I need the healing card. I need the healing card to pan out, too. Hey! Master Roshi is a 50% of your life heal. Bulma is 25%. A lot of other cards are like 100%, like Kami, Shenlong. The Namekian Dragon, whose name I can't remember right this second, can do a full heal or resurrect, or he can make one of your cards into Z, which is pretty good, or you can just give somebody experience. Normally, unless you desperately need somebody alive, take the experience, because that's kind of hard to come by, and we're on a bit of a timetable here, game. Let's go. I'm already like a minute and a half behind on this split. I don't like that game. Can we please hurry this up? Okay, there's a heal. Does anybody really need this? Not really. I mean, maybe one of the frontline guys. Go Piccolo. Woohoo. I'm going to go for the foot, and I'm going to gamble on it. Oh, that was the bad foot draw. That reduces all of the stars. And there it is again. All of the stars. by one. That was amazing. Thank you, Bulma's mom. And here comes more wasting time with training cards. So you mash on the A button, and I like to imagine that these are the better jokes. A tailor, bear, naked bear on a futon. It's King Kai has no sense of humor. Those are quality jokes. More training. That's awesome. So this card is you have to beat the card that she plays. I didn't, so I'm going to get rid of... Oh no, I lost a card. I didn't want that card. Whatever. What a crime. So we just keep on moseying up, and then somebody walks up and throws an explosion, and the guard just kind of wanders off, which is responsible doing. You know, great guard right there. Oh, it's clearly a distraction. And now I have to go all the way around the mountains. She'll be coming around the mountains. Wait, we can fly. Like, we've been able to fly for years. Gohan's been flying for at least 6 years. I know that math off the top of my head. He's 11. I mean, come on, guys. What is this? It's sad. Oh, great. The greatest card in the history of everything. Duplicate a card. They're all junk. I don't want any of these cards. All I'm trying to do is go over here and collect the 3rd Dragon Ball on this map. That's all I'm trying to do, which involves beating up an incredibly stupid boss. Yamcha's the most powerful dude on the team right now. That's awesome. Alright, so we're at the boss. Woohoo. So, he's just a random dude, because of course he is. Alright, so Yamcha's going to power up. I don't know, burn that and burn that. Why not? Oh, I shouldn't have burned the Kame card, because Yamcha might need that the next round. Yeah, I shouldn't have burnt that one. Because I would have allowed him to use the Winding Sphere. Woods are hard. I don't know, it's late. Don't judge. So he's powered up, and it literally means nothing unless there's a card that he can actually specifically use. That's awesome, and I love things. Alright, heal, whatever. I'm going to heal Gohan, just for reasons. That actually doesn't make hit... That last card that said you'll attack everybody, that's a lie. It increases everyone's attack power by 25%. I don't know who translated this game, but they blew it. So he'll be dead this round. Look at that. Yamcha got him. That was amazing. Yay. So many level ups. So, we've got the 4th Dragon Ball. And then meanwhile, Vegeta is off training elsewhere. And he decides to be helpful, but he doesn't want anybody to know, so he's doing it all in secret, and... Yay. So he goes off and tries to collect a Dragon Ball of his own, but that's in a building that has a bunch of, not a bunch, it has a big shield in front of it. Excuse me. Yumpity. So I have to blow up the generators that are creating this shield, and it's annoying, but what are you going to do? There's no other way around it. And then you walk in and you just destroy the boss that's there. Let's go ahead and do a Gallic Gun, because why not? You know, because I like garlic. It's good for you. Plus, I also have the hiccups right now, so... So, Veggie's going to do that, and I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Hadouken! I never stop saying that, in case you're interested. Still nothing to go on right here. Just use the baddest attack that you have. Yeah, that I could have nearly one-shotted that guy right there. So we have to travel all the way over to this place... Or apparently we have to travel all the way to this fight. That's awesome too. Thank you for getting me out of that. So we move all the way over to this location. Still going. Still going. There we go. Oh no! I can't go near it because of the barrier. So you blow up the 2 stations. I don't really know why they make you wait, but, well, it's, you know, it wouldn't be fair if you just flew right to the boss now, would it? Oh good, an opportunity to burn stupid cards. Actually, I'm going to get free experience then, because I can burn that stupid card. I actually will burn the good one. We'll call it there. We'll take the experience and just go. That game is very hard to win at, and I don't like that fact. Because it's, you have to have a card equal or greater to the card that Chi-Chi is showing up with. And the only thing that will beat a Z... You know, the high-end card, which you're not going to want to be spending, is another Z or a 1-star ball. So you want to see a bunch of Zs, so you can burn off the really stupid cards that you have no use for, so that if you do get into a fight, you can then just punch somebody in the throat and all is right with the world. You know, because that's exactly what Vegeta would be doing. So I've blown up both of the generators, now I can go fight the boss, and this boss is easy. He's easy enough that Chaozu could kill him. The next boss... a little harder, as in literally the hardest boss in the game. I don't know why they decided to make that guy the hardest boss in the game. They just did. So, Nope, don't do that. Ah, I wanted to move right, and instead I didn't at all. So here's the boss. I'm thoroughly scared of him, clearly. I mean, he's really just a grunt. He's literally those guys that I've already been fighting. I can burn like a 1-star on him and he'll die. Or I'll burn this 2-star. Or lunch will prevent me from doing anything at all. There's a lot of little intricacies in this game. A lot of good ideas for, hey, we could do this and then do that, and that would be great. And the game is so short, and you never see most of it. It's, I don't know, kind of annoying. Yay. So anyways, that guy's dead. I saved a whopping 9 seconds on that split. That's amazing. So we get all the Dragon Balls back together and we summon Porunga, that's his name. Porunga, the Super Dragon, the Namekian Dragon, who gives you 2 wishes. And I could be using those wishes to, you know, level somebody up. Or, and if they're saying, bring back all the people, make a, you can level up people, resurrect people, whatever. Or I can go ahead and mash furiously on the on the A button, which I actually rebound to 2 buttons because I don't feel like over mashing on 1 button because it sucks. And I can create Senzu Beans, which are a resurrection and a full heal and full psychic points, or key points, whatever. I'm going to do 2 rounds of it because having 10 pretty well carries me for the rest of the game. When I have a group of people, I can have 1 person, 1 hit point left, barely alive, but then he could just use a bunch of these and resurrect everybody, and we're all fine, and we can go right back in and punching him. If one of them is a Saiyan, they also get a level up. That means they hit even harder. Life is great. Or I could level up somebody, which I'm good there. Let's not do that. So everyone notices, as per the actual plot of the game, that Frieza, who's the badass and would handily just destroy everybody right now, well, he rolls up on the party and does exactly that. For those of you unfamiliar with Dragon Ball, there's a lot to cover right here. Just know that this is pretty much how it would have gone if anyone had actually decided to fight Frieza. Their general plan was, I don't know, let's all maybe, let's not fight him. Can we not do this? There's a lot of us, but we're still gonna die. And he's also got his dad with him, and he's just as strong too. And well, you can see what's happening here. He has taken none of our damage and is just dominating the team. But then again, it's all scripted, so don't think about it too much. After 3 rounds of this, it goes right back to the actual plot of the game, which is, alright, we can't beat this guy, and who's that crazy kid with the blonde hair who showed up from the future? Oh, he doesn't have blonde hair yet, he's purple. So he shows up, and absolutely destroys Frieza with his sword, and then he also shoots him with a bunch of beams and stuff, and then he does the same to King Cold. Yes, that's right, his dad is King Cold, his name is Frieza, and his brother's name is Cooler. Just, you know, don't think too hard about the names. I'd also like to point out how a guy's name is Vegeta. He married a woman named Bulma, which is a play on the word bloomers. They named the son Trunks, the daughter's named Bra. So anyways, Goku finally shows up, because you can't resurrect the guy that's already alive, so there he be. And Trunks is like, so you were Super Saiyan, right? Can you show me? And so Goku goes Super Saiyan, so please enjoy this cutscene, which we can actually watch now, stupid cartridge. And then Trunks decides, oh yeah, look at me, I can do it too! And then he attacks him with his sword. We don't really see that part. And Goku deflects all of it with a finger. So Goku's a little powerful right now, right? Just a smidge. And Trunks warns him, oh, so you're gonna have to fight these aliens? Not aliens. These androids that are, like, way powerful than the guys that I just destroyed. And you're way more powerful than me, but, like, the androids just destroyed me. There's 2 of them. He doesn't remember what they look like, or at least doesn't give us a good description. That's helpful. Thanks, Future Kid. I like what Dragon Ball Bridge said. Couldn't you have, like, a picture? Come on! They don't have those in the future? Anyways, he gives Goku some heart medication. The entire reason that the androids are able to murder us is because Goku comes down with a heart disease, which sounds like gingivitis, I guess. Meanwhile, Cooler, Frieza's brother, is attempting to come here and exact his revenge upon us, but we don't want that. So Veggie is gonna go ahead and go fight some more guys. Apparently they decide to kidnap Bulma, because apparently I'm rocking the fish STDs today. Please don't quote me on that. Please don't quote me on that. That's totally gonna get quoted now. He needs to go save his wife! Oh good, here comes more fish STDs. Nope, Taylor crabs. Naked bear crab! Naked bear! Oh! Who is driving car? Bear is driving car. How can this be? Yet another round of, oh look, it's this guy. I'm gonna fight this guy. Oh boy. These guys, this mini-boss hits a little bit harder, and that's understandable. But I've got a powered-up Gallic gun ready for him. I'm actually not powerful enough to even use Veggie's biggest, heaviest hitting attack. But I don't really need it, because that will work aplenty right there. So just go ahead and finish him off. Thank you. And for some odd reason, the game is scripted to have absolutely no combat once I'm past that guy, so I can actually just wade through all of my cards to get the best possible cards that I can right now, which is silly, but hey, whatever. It is literally impossible for me to get into a fight right now. I don't know why the game was coded to be that way, but it's coded to be that way. So I'm going to be this is the one time where I'm going to be intentionally looking for a training card, and I'm going to want Mr. Popo so that I can get one more level squeezed out for Veggie, who needs 3720. So that might take a couple of Mr. Popos, which is dumb, but we just kind of have to go for it. The reason being, this fight is pretty much the entire reason I wanted all of those Senzu beans. Because Veggie here is going to be getting stomped on pretty badly. Because that's just kind of what this guy does to me. Failing that, it's good to have a bunch of... It's good. This is an ideal lineup. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and try right now anyways. This is an ideal lineup for my cards. I do have to burn one to actually go into the fight, but that's fine. I've got 2 heals and 2 combats. What that means is that I can walk in and I can power up, and if I need to, I can also just heal right out of the gate. Like that. Now this dude can 2-shot me, just very easily, yeah, right like that. So this next card has to be a heal, or I can burn a combat card and hope it stuns, but I'm actually going to go ahead and go with the heal, and there's the heal. So I can survive this hit, and I'll get a little bit of damage out of it. You can see, you do practically nothing. That was a Z card damage, and it did practically nothing, which is just truly amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. I don't have enough for the Big Bang attack. Normally I'd power up and try to go for the Big Bang attack, but I'm not going to sweat it. I'm going to use the key attack that I have. Hope it doesn't get batted back at me. See what kind of damage I can do with it. 120. Absolutely stellar. We're out of heals, so I'm going to go ahead and just burn a combat, and that gives me a boost to my damage, which is fine, but it's probably not going to be... Yeah, see, 25% damage added on, and it was only a... What a 69 damage. Truly amazing. Make your jokes now. So yeah, you just kind of whittle this guy down. We're going to go ahead and send to it. You whittle him down, as is what you do, and you just kind of hope for better things to happen. I'm going to go ahead and charge again in case I get another good card that I can use, and then unleash some pain on him. I can afford to take another hit, so I'm going to burn a combat, and nothing happened. So, annoying. I could have gotten a damage boost, I could have gotten any number of things, and it didn't happen. So, Senzu! Yippee. This fight is really only truly majorly annoying because it's one-on-one. If I had anybody else, someone could die, I can immediately Senzu, they're back alive, and the other person still does damage. Here, it's, oh boy, what did I hit you for? Can I survive the next hit? I actually can't survive the next hit. You would have to be a ridiculously low attack, so once again, I have to burn a Senzu bean. Dagnabbit. So, we just kind of grind it through. I had a good start, and now we're back to the slog. I can take another hit. All of these cards are crap. I'm going to go ahead and use that one because it's got the highest damage on it, but it's going to be like a 50, if that. I'm barely alive, though, because... Woo-hoo. 67! Wow! Don't do that. You're going to die if you do that. You need to heal. If I was low enough on life so that he had the scowly face going, then it would have given him the power level up then, the Zenkai boost. But it didn't happen, so we just continued to go with what we got. And what we got right now is a bunch of junk. Again, my luck with cards has dried up. He's only got a 2 damage, so yeah, I can survive it, but we have to sense it again. It's like any good RPG run. We're just going to skip through a lot of things, get to the boss, and then use... No, oh, that was the basic attack. I wanted to use the Gallic Gun. That was great. Gallic Gun. That was dumb. And he's nearly dead. If I could survive this hit... Oh, now I can't. Alright, so we're actually going to get out of this stage and make up the 4-minute deficit that I was in. Wow, that was actually really solid. Normally I will try to get to that point. That was a gold. I loved it. Normally I'll try to get to that point, experience-wise, to be able to fire off the big attack and then hope it is either combat or a heal, and then I can take off a good 200 to 300 of his health just right out of the gate. But I had to play the long game and whittle him down. So that sucks. So here's the Z Squad, all the humans. We ain't got no Saiyans, we ain't got no Namekians, we ain't got no kids from the future, or robots, or nothing. What we have right now is a bunch of goofballs. I saved 3 minutes and 46 seconds on that split, so I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm saving on the grind, but it's a little hairy because, again, if I'm not getting healing cards for this group, I've got these 4, and they're all very weak, and I get to go fight a boss that was about as powerful as the one Veggie just fought. So, you don't want to be in that situation, but I'm in that situation, so here we are. This group is, again, we have to go locate more of the... no, it's not even saving Bulma at this point. It's, yeah, there's the enemy headquarters that we got to get to, but they have hostages, but you don't know that these people are being held hostage until you talk to that specific guy. And then I get to go visit a bunch of houses, and you walk in and fight the guy who you would have just been talking to. It would have been normally, hey buddy, what's going on? How you doing? All right, man, what's happening? This guy's now like, yeah, that's the bad guy, go fight them. So now you walk in and, hey buddy, what's going on? Ow! Ow! No! Ow! Good times, good times. Good for your health. Not really. So, having talked to that dude, we have to go save a bunch of villagers, and then he lets us go fight the equivalent of a Saiyan destroyer, because that sounds like fun. I'm really annoyed that he doesn't have anything good to go on right there. Gohan, get it? Because he's a character in Dragon... I'm so sorry. Nothing good, nothing good, nothing good. Minor heal for Yamcha. I would really like to just be able to run from all of this stuff, but the game's being kind of a butt. So, and nothing happened in terms of AoE from the group in the background. Wow, Krillin, you just stand there and you take it. Take it like a hoss. He did. So I'm just going to be flying from location to location and murdering things, because indiscriminate murder to save hostages is apparently how we roll. Hooray, I was finally able to run. I'll take that. We all need heals now. Congratulations. That fight was fun. No, wait. No, I'm sorry. What's the opposite of fun? All the other Dragon Ball games. That's it. Yes. If you've played any of the other Dragon Ball games, predominantly Legend of the Super Saiyan on the Super Nintendo, it's not that house. I always go to that house. If you played that one, it's pretty much the same mechanics. It doesn't have the cards for movement part. Why did I select fight? It doesn't have, like, moving around using cards on the overworld. You have normal walking everywhere, which is slow, but you're very unlikely to get into a fight. You can fly somewhere, average. And you can fly, but have your ki making you move really fast. But unfortunately, you're really, really likely to get into a fight. So more often than not, you're like, I want to get somewhere. Nope, you're in a fight. I'm going to try to get somewhere else. Nope, you're in another fight. And more importantly, the combat takes, well, years is a, it's obviously an overreaction to the game, but it's kind of close. Every round of fight takes an absurdly long amount of time. It's very annoying. I'm gonna go ahead and just call it there. I meant to save the Z card. Fights in all of the Dragon Ball games outside of this one just take a really, really long time because they really want to capture the gusto of an anime that really just doesn't know when to stop with the filler and the lengthy fights, and please make it stop. So that's exactly what happens in all of the games. Last time I streamed one of those, I showed one round of fighting enemies in the first Famicom Dragon Ball Z RPG. I just lost 2 people. That's fantastic. This would be one of those opportunities where I'm going to have to use a Senzu, because we going to die. So let's get Yamcha back up, because he's a hoss, and we like Yamcha. Nobody has anything worthwhile right now, outside of, I guess, you. Actually, I could use Chaosu. He can use his super ability, which is that stun, and then, I don't know, you punch a dude, and you punch a dude. That's the plan. This is the plan I've decided to go with. It's a nice plan. I'm glad to be a part of it. that first round of combat in the first Dragon Ball Z RPG on the Famicom did Assault of the Saiyans, Attack of the Saiyans, whatever, something Saiyans. You fight Raditz, you fight Garlic Jr. because apparently they needed filler even in the game. And then you go fight Nappa and Vegeta, and that's the end of the game. One round of combat took something along the lines of a minute and a half, and it's just Piccolo and Goku fighting things. They really didn't grasp. I mean, yeah, it's awesome. Look at how everybody's doing all the flying and the fighting. Make it stop. Oh, no. The speedrun of that game is almost 9 hours. I mean, why would you do that to yourself? I'm sorry. Why would you do that to yourself? I respect frickin', I think it's Vice who ran the game. You know, props to him for actually finishing it, but again, no one should do that to themselves. Please, Healy card? I need a resurrection card. I should have been more specific, game. Don't do that to me. So, here's the first hostage that we are saving, and he's very surly and nobody likes him. Yay. Healy card? Healy card? Healy card? I mean, resurrect. I really need to specify. Resurrect. Resurrect. Come on, there's only like 2. That's not one, is it? No! Dag nabbit. Alright, so I need Shenlong or Purunga. Those are the 2. I keep forgetting that Dende won't, who does a full heal, but he doesn't resurrect. Kami does a full heal, just HP, but it doesn't resurrect. So I'm going to have to be using health cards and just kind of hope for the best, and the best is not happening right now. Thank you, Dave Brawl. The best, the best. Yeah, I referenced that. I'm very sorry for that, too. So we're going to run. We're going to keep on moving straight north. We're going to go fight a thing with the... Doesn't help me. I'm hesitant to start burning through my the things, the other cards right now. The Senzu beans, not cards. I'm hesitant to start burning through this right now because I'm gonna need him for the boss, because he's going to one-shot someone each round. It sucks. I don't want that to happen. It would be nice if 10 was alive right now, but he's not really missing out on much in the way of experience. Yes, let's go to the next house. Which is off to the east, and Juliet is the sun. I'm very sorry for going that route. Alright, what do you got? What do you got? Can I just burn a stupid card? I can. You got another one? Can I burn a stupid card on it? No, but I can burn a card that I don't want, which is that card. So I get no experience, but I got rid of a card I didn't want, and I'm in fights. Ah, game, why you do this? Thank you. So... continue moving on to this location. We're just going to keep not getting the things that we want. If I don't get that card, by the time I roll up on this house, I'm going to have to grab... That is not what I want you to do. Chaozu, do the thing! Do the thing! Hopefully he'll do the thing. I'm hoping. That is still not a resurrection. It is still annoying. Everything is junk. I still don't understand why anything really uses scouters anymore. Once they started blowing up on people's faces when they were going over 100,000, which really is, I think, technically Krillin at this point, and we're really not Yamcha, not Chaozu. That's pretty much it. Those guys are not over 100,000. Everybody else above the point where a scouter would explode. So are these guys just rolling up thinking, we're going to be more powerful than you? Because you ain't, and you should stop. Hang on. Yeah, that's okay. We're going to dump the weakest card, or the strongest card on the weakest dude, and kind of work progressively backwards, because I don't know why not. And we got the Kami. That's actually Saikaru, the Namekian Elder. So, you know, he unlocks our hidden potential for one fight. And then Chaozu completely wastes it, because Chaozu. He was never a strong physical fighter. He tended to rely on his psychic abilities, which, I don't know, is good for him. So that's going to stun everybody, so we're not going to take damage. That will boost our attack power. These guys should get dominated pretty quickly. I realize I'm just kind of narrating what's going on in the game, and you can probably just see that and understand it. So I feel like I should be talking about something else right now. I don't know. Anybody got any fun stories or things to talk about? Or how did you not kill him? Just auto, just murder the thing. Chaozu, you waste of my time. Enjoy that level up, because it might be your last. That's not true. It won't be your last. Well, I'm getting decidedly just kind of demolished by a lot of these guys right now, so we're gonna stop. Oh, this is training. I was thinking it was healing. I don't know why I thought it was healing. That was dumb of me. Bananas on a futon. A fish STD. Crabs. Okay, so I don't know why I thought that was a heal. We're just gonna move on to the boss and mindlessly throw everybody at it and just kind of hope that it works out for us, I guess. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm pressing right. Why you just... Yeah. Right, so someone's probably gonna get destroyed. It's No, Yamcha's alive. Ha! Those levels into Yamcha... Oh, never mind, he's dead. Chaozu, why did you go last? That would have spared the life of your teammate. And instead, you let him die, you naughty boy. But just use your Dodon Pie, you crowbar. Do that. Do exactly that. Just do the thing. Congrats, he's almost dead, and I need Krillin to kill him. I like how it rhymed. Hooray! Since that's not a huge amount of experience, you just don't ever really need to worry about messing around with the fights, because it's just kind of a waste of time. And I also, for science, I honestly don't remember if this guy in this house who says, I will heal you to full, I don't remember if he resurrects people. So that's the next thing I wanted to check was, nope, only the people that are dead are now back alive. So if I go to the next space down, I'm in the boss fight. I don't want that. Okay, so I didn't want to have to. I've only got 3. That's bad. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to resurrect people. I'm going to save. I'm going to burn through some of these... Not that. I'm going to burn through some of these cards. Well, like one of these cards. Okay, that's good. That I can work with. Power up Yamcha a little bit more. And I'm going to hope for either a bunch of combats to stun lock the boss with Grandpa Gohan cards, or just overwhelm him with power. Or I'm going to hope and try to get my hands on a bunch of heal cards, ideally the resurrection ones, because I've only got 1 resurrect right now. That is not a fun scene. That is... See, this is what I was saying. I didn't want to have to burn that many heals on the veggie section, so not pretty. Alright, Yamcha got a little bit more, got a little more experience. He is hopefully going to be able to survive some of this. And I guess while I'm at it, I do need to change the lineup. Chaozu I want in the background, because if anybody's going to be coming off of the bench and doing anything, I want the guy who's going to be stunning. And I don't mean pretty. So, here we go. Let's see how this goes for me. And this is one of those fun instances where I'm not really going to be worrying... Well, okay, I will be worrying about Yamcha powering up, and then I'm also going to have Krillin power up, because if he can get off of Kenzan, that's fantastic. Otherwise... Come on, Stunlock. Great, Stunlock first. So I've got a couple more combats to go, and there's another card that I believe Yamcha's going to be able to... Wow, the triple Stunlock courtesy of Chaozu. Awesome. So as you can see, there's not a lot of damage going for me right here, but I'm going to be able to use the Sukidan. Why do I not... Why word hard? Word is hard. I do not understand, and that's a little extra power. I'll take it. No Stunlock, so someone's probably going to die right here. Just don't let it be Yamcha. He's the one doing the big damage. There we go. Do the thing. Hey, 200. That's the best you got. Well, 10's dead. There he went. And now Chaozu's up. So the backup strat here is that Chaozu has his super ability, which is the stun. We just hope he goes soon enough to be able to get that attack off. Everything else is going to be a Healy card, and I'm hoping I'm able to get a resurrection card out of it. I have not gotten a resurrection card yet. That is terrible. Still no resurrection card, so those were all a colossal waste of time. I probably should have used the offense to hope for a stun lock. Yamcha with the dodge! That's amazing. Plus he used to turn, so he is stuck until the next round, so we get free damage. Unfortunately, we're all powerful weak, so that happens. So there's your energy disc. Wunderbar with your translation skin. Let's go for combat. Do it. There's a power-up. I don't really need that. Him, you can have that. And then the dumbbell's not going to do me anything. So I really, really want Krillin. Really want this to land. Please do the thing with the thing. There we go. We getting there. A little more damage. And even Chaozu's in the mix. I like it. Let's go ahead and just throw a Kamehameha. I'm not going to worry. Well, actually, hang on. You can. Yeah, you can. Okay, so go for the stun again. The other two are going to go for Healy cards, and hopefully, there we go. I can get 10 back alive. That's awesome. Go for the full heal. He takes that. That's not going to do me anything. Hopefully, Chaozu can get his stun off soon enough, or maybe just Yamcha can kill. Hey, we got through that fight, and I didn't have to use my last Senzu. Holy cow. That's the good news. The bad news is, you remember that 4 minutes that I saved? It's gone. Because well, that's just sometimes, that's just kind of how this game's going to treat you sometimes. So, we're on to Chapter 5, which is literally Gohan, Piccolo, and Goku playing cards and training. The fastest, the amount of experience that you get out of this is absolutely garbage. You have to match cards, and you'll see that they match. So, like, I could do that, and Goku and Gohan, they train for a bit, and Goku gives him some trouble talking junk on his own son while punching him in the face. Good for you. And then you finish this round, and that is 1 turn worth of experience, so that 1 turn gives very, very little experience. There's no reason to be wasting your time doing it. So just burn through the cards, skip through this, and now let's get to the worst part of the game. Veggie trains, and he has to play blackjack, using the cards that he has, and a lot of the times the game just kind of beats him outright. There's not really much you can do about it. It goes up to 16, and you use the stars on the Dragon Ball to count it out. I mean, it's like scripted a lot of the times. You have to hope that the game is going to bust more often than not, because you're not going to be able to try and pull out a win on some of this. Just a little annoying. Just a smidge. Don't really like it that much. Don't like things. Sorry, I clicked off the window because I'm clever. So, I'm going to actually hold on that. That's 13. I'm going to hope he either busts or... There we go. So, level up. I have to get all the way to 300 gravity. So, not fun. Oh, I have to stop at 15. There's 12.5 chance of drawing the 1. And I split. I had the next to best possible, and I split. 50-50 shot at going for it. I'm going to say no, and I'm going to hope that the computer has to draw a card and busts. And I blew it. Okay, so maybe I should have hit? Not entirely sure. I'll hit on this one. Oh, look at that, 15. I probably got this one. What do you say? Didn't benefit. Ugh. I mean, a lot of the time, I feel like I could just mash on the A button and say, oh, whatever, what's going to happen? Who cares? And I lost. I probably should have saved before walking into this section, because, I don't know. I've never actually died during this part of the game, but the RNG is just a little junk. Also, Veggie swears during this section. I apologize, PG rating. So while I'm mindlessly mashing on the A button, I'm going to go ahead and vape, so, I don't know, please enjoy this game by and large. No! That would be one of those opportunities where I should have stayed. I didn't. I'm going to stay on 13. Don't like the odds of trying to go for more. And ties are stupid. I feel like I should get more out of the tie. Let's sit on 11. Let's see if 11 works out. And I worked with 11. Woohoo. Each time you fail, you take the gravity divided by 10, and you take that much damage. So, if you're failing a lot at 280 gravity, well, you're only going to get, what, by the time you get there, you really only have about 10 tries before you are dead. Game's a little harsh like that. And there's just not much that you can do here to grind it out. It's, you know, thanks game, how you doing? I'm going to hold on 11 and hope for the best and vape. Well, my hoping didn't work for me. 7, go! 11, hit me! 21, hit me! 22, go! I'm so sorry for making so many stupid references over here. Don't you see, Frieza, you're not messing with the average Super Saiyan anymore. Oh my god, are we doing this again? I've heard this before. This is happening again. Half the time I try to talk like Frieza and it turns into Stewie. So anyways, I flew on down to their planet and decided to start nuking all of them, you know, from the skies. Because when you're a evil space warlord, it's what you do, you know what I mean? What do you say, Brian? I can't believe you made me put on the armor. Very sorry for all of that. Actually, this round is actually going pretty well right now. Okay then. But, this is the part where I've got, what, 13 hits to go before I'm dead. That is crap. 14's not bad. I think we can win. I won that one. Great. One more to go. One more to go. Welcome to RNG the Speedrun. Bet you guys didn't expect a Dragon Ball game was going to be playing blackjack. Woohoo! Alright, I actually did it. Wow, I'm actually out of this chapter. Now I'm a minute 40 ahead. RNG in this game can be a fickle creature sometimes. So normally right now I would be grinding out a few levels, and I would collect the Dragon Balls and then take the free... yes, unfortunately you did hear Stewie. I apologize for that. I'll try to scale it back a little more. I mean, if you prefer, I could go right back to Peter. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, I actually have Seth MacFarlane's voice, so I pretty much just have the ability to talk like the man. It's, I don't know, it's an unfortunate side effect of being me, I guess. So, that's about all it is that I have to say here. Goku is wildly overpowered at this section of the game. You know, for the rest of this, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk like Brian, because I feel like that's a fun thing to do. As you can see, normally this section takes about 25 minutes, because I would level Goku up to 49, I'd collect the Dragon Balls, and I would take the level up that you would get, which, all of the experience it takes to get up to 49, I think double that just to get to level 50. Or you could collect the Dragon Balls and make a wish. Or a better idea is, you don't even really need it, just walk into these fights and kill this dude, and Goku's just showing off now. Good job, Goku. How much experience? 4,000! A little bit better than wasting your time in all those stupid fights. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna fly to the ship, which I actually think is a little bit to the left of me now, and I'm just kinda getting lost over here. Where's the... Nope. Map! Yeah, it's over here. I don't know where I'm headed. So yes, I could be collecting Dragon Balls, but where's the fun in that? Instead, we're just gonna go fight some... Well, apparently Freeze is just gonna damage us, which is just what that card will occasionally do. Haha, you took damage. Because thanks, game. But Goku is a hoss. The reason that I would be powering him up is that if you are able to... I want to take no chances. I'm just gonna multi-wave all of you. Sure, why not? And, sure, why not? And the power-up, and the power-up. They are so dead. When you get to Cooler, if you're able to beat him in 3 turns or less, then Goku is, yeah, nearly max damage. That's insane. You actually then get to use Goku for the last few fights in the game, which normally the scripted, oh no, he has heart disease, gingivitis? Not gingivitis. It's a heart disease, so it's gingivitis. No. I'm very sorry for that pun that just happened. He, actually, as wildly overpowered as he already is, he will then join you for the harder fights at the end of the game, and that's unfair for, frankly, those guys, which we like. And they're stunned, they're just gonna get destroyed by Goku, that's cool. So if you're able to have Goku there for it, it's dumb, because he's just one-shotting everybody left and right. And you kind of want that sort of thing to happen, because it's faster and it's easier. Instead of doing all of that, I'm actually just going to go ahead and waltz in and take out the bosses, because again, I already have Goku. I've only got one Senzu Bean, but I'll have the entire roster of everyone alive. Whatever, they're almost dead, let's just go. Everybody is going to be there and alive, so I'll be able to just continually mash through healing cards, and try to get somebody back alive and resurrected. Ideally, it's going to be Goku or Gohan or Veggie who eventually shows up. Because they also get the level ups from it anyway, so free power up, and they're, you know, able to kick more butt. If all of them are on the bench, then it's gonna be Piccolo, because he hits hard. Failing that, Yamcha. Because why not? Why not just send in Yamcha? I'm just gonna have to keep doing this. I'm just gonna keep multi-waving, and isn't there a way to... Yeah, I can just cancel out. I don't need to worry about sending other people in. Although Goku is low on life, so I probably should have sent the others in, at least as a distraction and also to burn off cards. So I'm going to have 3 guys popping at Goku right now. That was not a brilliant decision. I should not have canceled out of the other attacks. That was my bad. Oh, well, if he dies, I resurrect him. Well, he won't die then. Okay, good. If he dies, I'll resurrect him with the Senzu Bean. I get 5 more after these bosses, so it's not a problem. Whatever, just... kill the things. I don't know, burn a stupid card. Burn that card and then burn this card. Who cares? Charge. Whatever. That's great, that's great. Full, not full, half heal on the Goku, and they're gonna be dead. Or, Gohan's gonna get punched in the face. So anyways, right now we're going to fight Cooler. I probably should have mentioned that part by now, and I can collect the Dragon Balls to make that easier on myself, or I can not and go fight the boss. And I've got 20 minutes of leeway right now, so I can save and afford to fight him a couple of times. You actually fight his annoying blue-haired henchman who, once again, has a scouter on his face because these guys still haven't learned their lessons. Enough with the fights over here. Come on now. What are you doing? There we go. Finally, a freaking run. Or another fight, because it's one dude. I'm just gonna slap this dude in the face with a trout. Because why not? Nothing. Power up the foot, please, and then heal. Heal. Great. Goku gets it. So Goku's back at full. We're reasonably fine now. And Nuke him. Get him! Alright, that's fine. Goku should get him. Hopefully. Don't kill him. Okay, good. That was low damage. We are fine once again. Gohan, you are stellar and amazing. So yeah, Goku with a 1-star attack is doing more damage than, like, anybody else, which is kind of frustrating. Is it further down? It is further down. I'm wandering off into the Twilight Zone over here. Let's take the one last opportunity to maybe get a heal, and I did, and it's the resurrection, so I just burned my good karma. Because of course I did, so we're gonna burn this card, which is stupid, and we're... Oh, I didn't save. Okay. So, I better be on point with this fight, because that was kind of dumb of me, because you can't save in combat. But we can change the lineup. And what do I want as the lineup right now? Honestly, this lineup is fine. We're gonna go with this lineup. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Goku's gonna burn that card and power up. Oh, wait, hang on. Why am I doing that? You can go Super Saiyan. Do that. Do exactly the thing. And then you guys just go ahead and... He's stunned, so no one's gonna take damage. Goku's gonna go Super Saiyan. We can actually watch the cutscene because I'm not using my garbage cartridges, because of course I'm not, because I don't know reasons. I'm gonna vape. Those of you who are familiar with Dragon Ball Abridged, yes, that is the French cook. Oh, he's really low on ki right now, too, so I can't afford to have Goku actually spending any ki right now. That's actually not very good. Okay, that'll fix that. Okay, so now he's back at full. I'm gonna use the heal on Gohan. The third card was really just kind of a waste. Another ki, of course it was. I don't know, here, Gohan, have fun. Go play with the cat. Now, the boss is free. He's gonna be able to do stuff at me, and I don't like that. But he chose to attack Goku because he's brilliant. Because, I don't know, wouldn't you be? So, oh, he dead. This dude dead right now. There's just an energy wave, but he ain't really going to survive that because there's also going to be the Makanko Papo. Makanko Sop Beam! Again, with the terrible puns. Oh, with the power up too. So, he probably going to die. I'm assuming he is. But after this, Veggie shows up, and hey, look what it is that he learned to do. Oh, he's not dead. Well, that was garbage, Goku. You're wasting our time. What are you doing? I mean, God! Ah! It's fine. He needs to power up to be able to use the real big bad attacks. But Piccolo's still there to do his business, too. Just hurl a freebie at him. You hurl a freebie, and you hurl a freebie, and... You don't get a freebie there, do you? That's an absolute shame, Gohan. And Gohan's not gonna do anything anyway, so that's fine. That's okay. I can get by with that. So like I said, a lot of these cards just amount to, did I get a heal? Okay, cool. Fun fact, guys in the background like that, you can't dodge their attack. So Krillin, nearly the MVP right there. It's a shame that he wasn't, but I'll take it. Squeezer is dead. And everyone just mashed through some levels and stuff. Wait. So, true to form for most any RPG where Veggie is going to be a member of your team. A, look at me, I'm a Super Saiyan. 2, look at me, I hit really hard. D, you can't control him. So he's on the team, you cannot tell him what to do. He is going to do whatever it is that he wants to do. Also, let me see, all due respect, Piccolo, get off the team. Veggie's going to hit a hell of a lot harder. It's nothing personal. It is strictly, oh man, I want this guy dead. Please make this guy dead. We'll have Gohan power up too, why not? And then Veggie's just gonna do whatever it is that he does, because, I don't know. Oh, well, apparently Veggie's gonna do absolutely nothing, because a harmless woman that will sneeze and then magically have guns come out of the air, because that's what that character would do, instead reverted to a human and then jumped in front of him, because Veggie's a do-gooder and would totally just stop, you know, things from happening. I need a heal for you, Goku, before I do any of this craziness right there. So, I can charge. We can charge up, and if I manage to get a powerful, like, heal of some sort so I can restore your ki, you can do the Chu Kamehameha. This dude is just done by then. So, yeah. Krillin has the pretty solid damage, even if it's AoE. 10, same. Oh, well, Gohan's dead. That That just kind of happens sometimes. Veggie is not hitting particularly hard. Okay, well, now we've got Krillin on the roster. We're actually going to fix that. Krillin, all due respect, buddy. I'm sorry, but Piccolo's next. And then, hopefully, will be Yamcha. Yes, Yamcha. You still don't have enough ki to use the... Yeah, you need 400, so that's bunk. And I don't have any healing cards, so that's also bunk. So just use whatever happens to come up. Nothing came up. There's one Healy card. But Chaozu's got our back. He's stopping the enemy, so he can't do nothing to us. So we're going to take the free damage coming at him. All right, Veggie's doing some more. Here comes the Goku. He's flying around. He's flying around. Sold to the highest bidder. I don't really know where that sentence was going. Get away from me pretty quick. So use that opportunity to power up. Hopefully you won't just die. And you still don't have enough ki to be able to use a cool attack. So you're just going to have... That's not a heal. Why am I going back? So waste of time with the Kami. Great. Awesome. Cool. Alright, so here's the other AoE. Which is what you do. But of course this one takes forever. It's about the only reason I would consider putting 10 up on the front lines so that I didn't have to stand around waiting. He dodged the biggest damage guy this round. That was stellar. I'm glad that happened. That was truly amazing. I'm hoping for, yeah, that. Power-up cards. Goku should have enough to be able to use the Chukamehameha, although he's probably not even going to need to use it on this next fight. So we just grind it out, because again, I've only got one Senzu, and I would really like to not have to use it on the first form of this guy. Not a thing I want to have happen. Alright, so Piccolo got the kill there. That's cool. Cooler has his own power-up. He does not go golden. He goes spiky. What's up? How do you like the Triceratops horn I got? It's, stellar. So, back to Super Saiyan. At least everybody gets a full heal. By the way, Veggie drops out of Super Saiyan. Classy move, Veggie. I'm glad you did it. I'm going to actually charge up Piccolo first, and then Goku can use this one to go Super Saiyan. And I don't need a heal for anybody, so we're just going to go with it. Gohan is still dead. It happens. It's sad that I have to deal with this cutscene again. But if I have Goku alive for the next section of the game, it'll just fly by, and I'll probably have to deal with the cutscene again too. Alright, so Cooler didn't dodge that. He gets to just take this damage. Good job, Veggie. I'm so glad that you just stood there and, you know, did absolutely nothing. There's nothing good for me to work with here either. No full raises, nothing like that. Hey, there we go. Gohan's alive, and he gets a... Wait, he didn't get a level. Why did you not get a level up? What? But... What? Is it only Senzu's? I know Purunga will do it. I'm confused. The Saiyan didn't get the boost he's supposed to get. I want a refund, game. You have fed me a bill of lies. Charge up, charge up. I know, I take it back, because he's still working on Ki. He can just immediately use the Mankakso. And then Goku, okay, it's free stun. I guess heal on Gohan, because why not? I'll burn off Piccolo's Ki attack right here. Good damage from Goku, because great. Please don't bat this backwards. I really don't want that to be a thing. He didn't bat it backwards. Okay, great. So now I can actually grab Gohan and put him back up in the lineup. So if he happens to kill anybody, it'll be Gohan, and maybe this time he'll get the frickin' level up I want him to. I doubt it, but we all have our hopes. Wait, why did that... Oh, Goku gets it. Final charge of Goku. He's still grinding towards perdition at this rate. Okay, Gohan is doing absolutely nothing. We'll just deal with it. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, Attack of the Androids, also known as, man, that Cooler guy's a jerk, because the androids are really easy. I mean, kind of sadly easy. All of these cards are garbage, so we're just going to hope somebody does something. Okay, Chaozu's bailing us out. He's stunned, so we're not going to take damage, and everybody's attacks are going to land. I'm fine with this decision. Oh, there went his turn, so he can still dodge now, but he didn't, so off to the races we go. Everybody do your best murdering. Are we gonna murder? Oh boy, here I go killing things again. And Piccolo, yay, I have a blast. Have a blast! Just... Alright, so Veggie got the kill. Good for Veggie. So we are how far ahead right now? After I mash through all the levels. Come on. Boop. I am 10 minutes ahead. I'm glad that that worked out for me. And here's where I get the other Senzu beans, which ideally I won't even have to use. But, I mean, I'm probably gonna wind up having to use them, so great. So I've got those going for me. I have a bunch more resurrection items, and we get to go fight the androids. And then Yajirobe tries to run away because I want to fight nothing, but something blew up his car. So Yajirobe's gone. So the real question is the game just going to randomly give me a Goku with no heart disease? Nope, Goku gets the heart disease, so I don't have him for this last round. What that means is that it is going to be Gohan, Piccolo, Tenshinhan, Chaozu, Yamcha, and Krillin fighting the androids. So real quick, anybody in chat, I am curious, because I have to get all of the fighters over there to fight the androids before I can actually fight the androids. So, the entire time, while I'm waiting for the rest of the group to play catch-up, there will be cutscenes, kind of like those with people telling me where they are, because they're androids, you can't sense their key, so you can't just find where they are, essentially. There will be cutscenes of whoever got there first, just kind of duking it out with Android 19. So, I personally find it exceptionally hilarious, the idea of Chaozu going up against Android 19 and not dying. Just kind of holding his own the entire time. But I'll put it to chat. Who do you want to see fighting the androids while everybody else catches up? Do you want to see Ten and Chaozu? Do you want to see Piccolo and Gohan? Do you want to see Yamcha and Krillin? Come on, folks. Let me know your vote. Let me know. Get in with that vote. Let me know. It's about the lamest donation incentive you could ever think of, because odds are we're going to get there and you'll see it maybe once or twice. But I like the idea of it being there. Come on, guys. Who you want to see fighting the guys that you really shouldn't be alive at all? Gary wants Piccolo and Gohan, and that's, you know, that's probably a good idea because they're in the lead right now. They're probably going to get there first. I mean, canonically, it makes the most sense. It's going to be Gohan and Piccolo. They would, you know, not just auto-die. I personally, I love the idea of Ten, who just doesn't care. He's like, I'll go fight him. I don't care. I'm gonna go fight frickin' Cell. And he does, because that dude's crazy. Krillin, I don't know, he's gutsy, and that's cool. Yamcha gets ragdolled, as is what he does. So the idea of Yamcha holding his own, it's a nice special place in my heart. It's like, yeah, I like seeing that. That makes me feel better for you, buddy. I'm getting a lot of good cards, so we're all fairly even right now. I mean, that's fine. I'm still gonna, you know, Yamcha and Piccolo are in the lead. Yamcha, because it's canon. More like Yamcha is gonna get a cannon blown through his chest. Ha ha! Actually, it was an arm, so I gotta stop talking. Proscription says this runner talks too much. I think Proscription should shut his trap! That's not true. Alright, so because you're not going to be able to just, you know, look at the dragon radar or do anything cool and swanky to locate them, you have to wait for those villagers to constantly say, you need to go to this spot to try and find them. I already know where they're at, so it's not a thing I need to worry about, so I ain't going to worry about it. Let's actually burn some of the lesser cards and get Piccolo and Gohan over there first, because it's 2-1 right now. So let's go ahead and do that. All due respect to Mr. Yamcha and all that jazz, but it looks like it's going to be the Piccolo and Gohan that's going to be doing the fighting. Not the actual fighting, just the, hey, we're going to be the ones holding them off for now. I went one down and one to the left. I am completely off. I flew in the wrong direction, and I could be there right now, but I blew it because I can count. I don't know if you guys know this, but I can count. So yeah, here's the androids. Hey, look at that! I found you, androids! You must be Piccolo. Yeah, so Gohan is, you know, Gohan and Piccolo gonna be rolling up. Nobody takes any damage. It's just scripted. It's the, hey, look at that. Isn't this fun to look at? And then you get an opportunity to move the other guys in. And then back to, oh, look at that. We're fighting. We're gonna do it. Yeah, do the thing. Woo! But nobody actually gets hit. And you never even fight Android 20. Dr. Gero does absolutely nothing. He, like, runs away from you and gets destroyed by the androids that he resurrects, or reactivates, you know, 17 and 18. Which is what happens in the show. Spoilers! Oh, I blew it. I'm very sorry for that. Alright, so I need like a 3. I'll just go with the 4. Alright, so, oh no, Krillin and Yamcha have joined in. That's awesome. And the group is there. Again, it didn't last very long. Also, Veggie just kind of shows up. Actually, that's a fine grouping of people here. I can get by with this group. And I'm not even going to use that other charge up. Because I don't want to. Instead, I'm going to use, I guess, this. That way, Piccolo can use that charge up for a really big special beam cannon. I hate the term, but I'm going to use the term. He actually dodged the stun from Chaozu. That's impressive. That's, it's not a commonality. Oh, look at that. Piccolo's alive, so screw you, dude. No. He's just at 999. And he's not, face didn't even change, just, yeah, whatever. Bring it. Like, don't taunt the man, Piccolo. What are you doing? I mean, I'm gonna heal you up so you're not just dead, but don't taunt the man, Piccolo. Come on. So here's this. That was an alright amount of damage. And then Gohan kicks him in the shin. And what's Veggie got? What you got? Nothing! You got trash! And Piccolo's down. Okay, that's to be expected. Honestly, I've got a few Healy cards to go on right here, so I'm not going to burn one right this second to power him up. I was hoping for an actual heal game. Why must you do this to or resurrection? I should say, there it is. All right, Piccolo is alive, and now he looks angry, as I would be too if Mecha Chaozu decided to punch me in the face like that. Oh my God, Chaozu's dead, and his head got blown off, and he's an android. That's not Chaozu. Veggie does need to go Super Saiyan, except that he's tremendously stubborn and won't because he's tremendously stubborn. You know what? Screw this guy. We're going full well, I want to use the better command. Alright, come on, dude. Actually, you know what? No. One better. We're going to power up Krillin. We're going to go for it. We're doing it, kids. Let's do it. Yeah! And if he survives this round, we launching a disc in his face. First time I played through this game, first time I set the record in this game, I rolled up on the android here, and he launched an attack at Krillin. Oh wow, look at that angry face right there. Grrr! Oh, 10! No! No! He sniped the kill! Captain Sirius is a jerk over here. Anyways, the first time I fought him, Krillin rolled up on him. I was desperately hoping to, you know, get a Kienzan off, his Destructo disc. And instead, Android 19 was like, no, here's a big giant beam right at Krillin. And Krillin knocked it back at him, took off over half his life. I lost my mind in the run, because I had forgotten that could be a thing, and Krillin decimated an android. It was amazing. You know, for those of you that keep track of the power levels, Krillin has whereabouts of like 100,000. That's his power level right now. Frieza was at, what, 4 million? Because I don't agree with the modified notes that Seth Programmer came up with, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, Frieza, 4 million, and, you know, Trunks ragdolled him, and then Goku ragdolled him using a finger to just kind of annoy him. It is, I'm going to say both, Gary. That's where I'm going. Well, it's an anime. It is. Can I fix this lineup, please? Krillin, you did done good. Now, Gohan. So, we're talking about guys, what, tens, hundreds of times more powerful than Krillin right now? Doesn't matter, though, because he's just gonna show up and stomp on somebody's face. Because, I mean, if you can, you do it. Especially if they're gonna destroy you like that. Or Gohan could get punched in the face really hard. Good job, Gohan. But you lived, and so did Piccolo. So the next question is Veggie going to do anything? I doubt it. Actually, more fun fact. Or more, not fun fact. I don't know. Question, I guess, for chat. Do you say anime? 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 I don't know. I've heard all of them. I never really know where to go with it. Everybody's... Oh, Trunks is who I was supposed to put up front. Because he's actually Super Saiyan right now. I can't control him either, but he would actually be doing some damage. So... I'm clever. So I guess I'm just going to drink some coffee then. Alright, line up. Go. Line up. Go. We're going to go all Saiyans. All Saiyans all the time, baby. Wow. Wow, that sounds possibly dirtier than I think it should. You charge up, and if you die, oh well. The other two I can't even control, but that's fine. Krillin is going to just, hey guys, what's up? Please get bopped in the face with the death. Oh wow, she can dodge it. Oh, no, it's just you can't reflect it back. That's right. Well, that android's done. And Trunks actually, you know, hits hard enough. Why didn't I have him in the party before? As you saw, oh, Gohan's dead. Oh, Gohan is all of the dead. That was painful. We're gonna go ahead and resurrect him, because this will actually give him the level up. Thank you. There, Gohan. Ugh. Turd burglar. What are you doing to me, kid? Alright, back to fighting. And you lost your charge up, you... That's fine. Chaosu's got our back. No, Chaosu doesn't have your back. Chaosu's worthless! So you fight the androids, these two, and then if Goku's still alive, it's really funny, because it's, oh, those androids? Yeah, they dead. And then you fight Android 16, who's even more powerful. The reason that's funny is, if you have Goku, you fight with only Goku. Again, doesn't matter. Goku hits like a truck. In fact, that's actually incredibly dishonest. Raditz hits like a truck, and everybody here is like hundreds of thousands of, in some case possibly a million times more powerful than him. So, no, Goku doesn't hit like a truck. Trucks wish they could ever possibly hit like Goku. So that's the two androids, and we mashed through all of the levels. That pretty much gets everybody to 49. It doesn't really matter, because when you, well, you don't need the extra levels here. 49's plenty, and we also have so many people that are overpowered right now, it doesn't really matter anyway. So, this is effectively the last boss in the game. There is one more after this. It is the scripted, oh no, Cell is out there somewhere, so Piccolo rolls up on him, and the fight just ends after 3 turns. It ends faster if you kill him, but, you know, not actually dead, so kind of annoying. Do I let Trunks die? Yeah, sure, I'll let Trunks die. And if he does die, then I can use the Senzu on him. He'll be at 50. He will hit even harder. That will be, well, it's not even going to matter. This run is almost over, and I like it. Except, oh, Gohan's alive again? That's ridiculous. Okay, so that is effectively the last boss of the game. And they give you experience for no reason. We're all at max level, but none of us are going to wind up, well, Piccolo will wind up actually fighting the last boss. Yay. So Piccolo goes and fuses with Kami, the god of the planet, and becomes like super hyper ultra mega powerful. And then he goes and fights Cell, because Cell's been eating millions of people to power up as well, and so they are, I don't know, evenly matched. Just go with it. So we want to go through this fight as quickly as possible. Ideally, it would be powering up Piccolo and then just destroying him with a blast, but I'm not getting any power-ups, so I'm just going to take the biggest card that I can get my hands on. I didn't want to use that exclamation point in case it was a lunge, because it would have wasted a turn. Just kind of holding out hope that I'll actually just destroy him right here. Time is coming up, by the way. Time is once this fight is over. So regardless of win or lose or whatever, that will be the end. So I will let you know very shortly. Probably right here. And time. So that is time. That is the game. It ends on a bit of a downer fight. And, you know, Piccolo talking to Cell, who then runs away. And this is the end. They had the resources for making all these, you know, these character animations, all the various levels, all the cool things that you can find in all the different stages and the houses and the training and all the abilities that everybody does. And that's the game. There was no grinding. It just kind of, that was it. By the way, I did go for the world record strats, and they worked. That was the world record. So if you guys want to go ahead and make a cutting of that for me, that would be great, because I would like to go ahead and update my time. I don't know about the rest of all y'all or whatever, but we're wrecky. Woo! You didn't even need the Dragon Balls. The game forces you to get them in the first section, and imagine if I didn't have a 4-minute time loss at the start. And then another 4-minute time loss due to Vegeta being... No, actually, Vegeta got through the cards fairly fast, didn't he? What was the chapter 4? Was that a... Oh, no, that was Vegeta soloing the enemy, wasn't it? So, yeah, also, because we were so far behind on time, I thought it would be pretty good to, you know, go ahead and let's go for that world record strats. And since I was 23 minutes behind, I think that just about puts us right back on the schedule, doesn't it? So that's about all it is that I have to say. I don't know if Kinetica is ready to go, or Or sorry, Connecticut's the game. Is Night Barrel ready to go with Connecticut? I'm looking at the wrong things. I'm sorry. Yay. So that's about all it is that I have to say about any of that right chair. I'm really annoyed that they didn't even include like a they didn't even include the traditional tournament fighter mode that a lot of these games will have. Just pick one of the tens of characters that they have, and they'll make you go through a Budokai, and you can fight them out, and it'll be great from there, and it's totally awesome. They didn't even include that in this one. It's like they ran out of money after designing all of the graphics and went, just kind of throw it together and push it out the door. Because this came out, I think, the same time as the Super Nintendo, Legend of the Super Saiyan. I don't know what to make of that. It's kind of silly. But anyways, yeah. We got Night Barrel coming up with some stuff, and then I, unfortunately, am going to come right back with a another RPG-ish, light sort of game. So, if y'all need anything else from me, I could kick it or not, or I don't know. But I would imagine you're probably just going to wind up telling me to go ahead and hit the trails or whatever. I mean, if you need me to kill some time, I can go ahead and play some Altered Beast. Please don't make me do that. That game is, it consumes me a little bit too much at times. So anyways, yeah, there was that, and don't really have anything else to add. So I'm just going to whistle some Herb Alpert. Actually, you know what? Because you guys got to see the world record, I'm also going to torture you. Yes, I'm going to torture you. I'm going to do one of my favorite things for people who aren't aware of this sort of thing. Who knows what an Echo Dot is? You know, the Amazon thing where you can, like, shout questions at it and it'll answer it for you. Things of that nature. So, I stumbled upon, like, a stupid, like, series of questions that I was just throwing at it, and I kind of broke it. I've tried it with many Echo Dots, and it works on all of them. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with their programming, but I would like to demonstrate this for you. You can ask a question, and it'll give you the answer. For example, Alexa, who is Soundgarden?
Soundgarden, the American rock band that formed in Seattle, Washington in 1984.
So, I found something kind of weird. And you're probably going to punt me off halfway through this happens, but that's fine. Alexa, who is Donald Duck?
Donald Duck is a cartoon character created on June 11, 1934, at Walt Disney Productions. Donald Duck is a cartoon character created on June 9, 1934, at Walt Disney Productions. Donald Duck is a cartoon character created on June 9, 1934.
I don't know why it does this.
At Walt Disney Productions. Donald Duck is a cartoon character created on June 9, 1934, at Walt Disney Productions. Donald Duck is a cartoon character created on 1900 at Walt Disney Studios. Donald Duck is a cartoon character created in 1934 at Walt Disney Productions. And Donald Duck is a cartoon character created in 1934 at Walt Disney Productions.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it's so broken, but I find it hilarious. All right, I'm done. I'm out. You want to go ahead and throw up the, I don't know, coming soon, be right back, whatever the thing is, that'd be cool. So that's about all it is that I got to say around here. So,